For over 100 years, the girl had tried countless times to leave the house, but each time she was stopped by an invisible wall of air. Because no one could see her and she had been trapped in the house for so long, her only amusement was playing pranks on new tenants. She would deliberately pass by them, letting them feel a strange chill even on scorching summer days. She would also make noises on purpose to startle them.
Old house.
She thought her days would go on like this forever until a boy around her age from when she was alive moved into the house. While organizing his wardrobe, Cole accidentally kicked a shoe out. It hit the wall and knocked over a hidden door embedded in it. Behind the door was a photo album with a red cover, most likely left by a previous owner. Inside the album were photos of a girl named Bee from the moment she was born until she blossomed into a graceful high school student. There were no more photos after that because right after the last photo was taken, Bee had died.
That's private, mister.
Bee was not happy that Cole was snooping through her album and closed it over and over again, until Cole tried to open it once more, and a ring tucked inside the album fell to the ground. Since it landed on the carpet, it made no sound, so Cole didn't notice it that night. It wasn't until the next morning when he stepped on it and hurt his foot that he noticed the oddly shaped ring. The ring was adorned with 4 expensive emeralds, glowing dazzling green under the sunlight. Cole tried putting the ring on his finger, and the next moment, Bee appeared behind him.
What? Oh my God! You just saw me, didn't you? You just saw me! You just saw me!
Cole realized that as long as he wore the ring, he could see Bee. Once he confirmed it wasn't a hallucination, he immediately threw the ring away. Then he opened Bee's album again to check, and the ghost he saw looked exactly like the girl in the photos. Meanwhile, the ring that had fallen to the floor slowly floated up into the air and hovered motionless. Cole picked up the ring and put it back on.
Okay. Can you please just keep the ring on this time, please?
For the first time in over 100 years, someone could see her. Bee spoke cautiously with a hint of pleading in her voice, asking Cole not to take off the ring. In contrast, Cole seemed a bit frightened. He sat on the bed for a long time, calming himself down before asking Bee how she ended up here. In 1930, Bee had taken a ring from a museum. As she admired the ring at the museum entrance, she was hit by a car, but the next moment she found herself back in her bedroom. From then on, she was trapped in the house, unable to leave from any angle. Bee was always enthusiastic and eager to talk with Cole, but Cole didn't want to be friends with a ghost. He told Bee if they could just stay out of each other's way and act like the other didn't exist. Bee pretended not to care and agreed to Cole's request, but when Cole was doing his homework, she still made noise on purpose to annoy him.
What are you doing?
Who was this pretty lady?
It's Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift.
Through their conversations, they began to understand each other. They both loved music. Bee was born into a musical family and practically grew up in a conservatory. Cole had played guitar since he was a child and could play any song, but ever since his father passed away not long ago, he hadn't touched his guitar again. Cole didn't want to say much more and just asked Bee not to make any more noise. Bee agreed verbally, but when dinner time came, she started causing trouble again.
High blood pressure.
She played pranks in front of Cole's mom. Frightened, Cole quickly made up an excuse to cover it up. After dinner, Cole hurried back to his room and put on the ring to negotiate with Bee. He said he would keep wearing the ring, but only if Bee promised not to bother his mom again. His mom had already been through too much recently, and he didn't want her to find out there was a century-old ghost living in the house. Hearing this condition, Bee was overjoyed and nodded in agreement repeatedly. But she was confused. Why did Cole call her a century-old ghost? After Cole explained, she finally realized that she had been dead for 100 years. She had thought only 2 or 3 decades had passed, and was shocked to learn it had already been a full century. She had no idea what had changed in the outside world during those 100 years, and she wanted answers from Cole. When Bee's hand accidentally stretched out the window, for some reason, the invisible wall that had once stopped her suddenly disappeared. Bee was beyond excited and quickly asked Cole to take her outside and show her the world.
Come on.
The house.
It was her first time stepping out the door in a century. and she greedily breathed in the outside air. Bee had thought it was the house that trapped her, but now she realized it was actually the ring. Wherever the ring went, she went too.
You have to take me.
Where?
Everywhere.
Cole took Bee to the street and explained everything they saw. They visited a sound system store to enjoy modern music and used the internet to help her quickly understand the world's development. From black and white TVs to smart devices, Bee was fascinated. She especially loved smartphones that could hold thousands of songs. The next day, Ghost Valley High School was holding a costume festival, and Bee wanted to tag along. She also wanted to see what had become of her old school. Cole gave a helpless smile and said no. Everyone else was just dressed like ghosts. How could he bring a real ghost to school? Though he refused with his words, Cole still brought Bee to school the next day. But as soon as he arrived, Lydia stopped him. Bee stood beside them, teasingly asking if Lydia was his girlfriend. Even though only Cole could see Bee, her comments still made him feel embarrassed. At that moment, Lydia sensed something strange. She felt a weird energy around Cole. Cole quickly took off the ring and explained that nothing was wrong. But the ring was clearly seen by Lydia. She felt the ring looked very familiar, so she went back to her grandfather's antique shop and opened an old book to look for answers. Sure enough, in the book, she found detailed information about the ring. This ring was called the Lover's Ring. Created by an ancient Egyptian pharaoh, it came as a pair. Anyone who separated the two would soon meet their death, and after death, their soul would wander the earth for eternity. Only by returning the ring could one move on to the next life in the cycle of reincarnation. Lydia contacted Cole and told him everything she had found out about the ring. Cole also admitted that there really was a ghost following him, and he wanted to know where the other half of the ring was. Lydia had already done her research. The other half was about to be auctioned at the Grish Museum in New York. Cole had the chance to return the other half of the ring before the auction ended. That way, he would no longer be haunted by a ghost.
I don't know who's haunting you, but trust me, breaking the curse would be doing them a huge favor.
After learning this, Cole rushed home to tell Bee. He opened his bedroom door, only to find that Bee had decorated the room beautifully and romantically. Cole played guitar under the light while Bee sat on the sofa, lost in the music. This made Cole mistakenly believe that Bee was enjoying her ghostly life in the world of the living. So, he pushed aside the thought of returning the ring.
It's just a silly song.
It's not silly. It's beautiful.
Until the next day, when he refreshed the auction page and discovered the other half of the ring had already been sold. Cole was distracted and couldn't concentrate on playing the guitar. Bee asked what was wrong, and Cole made up an excuse, saying he got a bad grade that day, then turned around and placed his guitar on the floor. At that moment, a text from Lydia came through, asking how the auction went and if the ghost was gone. Bee happened to see the message and asked what "no more ghosts" was supposed to mean. Only then did Cole stammer and tell her the truth. She had been cursed after taking one half of the ring, which was why she was trapped in the world of the living. If the rings were reunited, the curse would be broken and Bee would be free.
You mean I wouldn't be a ghost anymore?
Well, I don't know.
Cole had thought Bee enjoyed her current life among the living, but for Bee, time passed like a fleeting shadow. One day Cole would grow old and she would once again be left alone. She didn't want to float endlessly in a confined space anymore. She truly wanted to be free of the curse. However, the ring had already been auctioned. No one knew who the buyer was, and it was now too late to return it. When Bee learned that Cole had known the truth even before the auction and had chosen to keep it from her, she was furious.
And I thought that you didn't want it either.
God, tell me. So, I'm stuck here, like this, forever, and it's your fault.
Can we just go home and talk about this?
No, right, Cole?
I didn't want to
How could
lose you.
I'm not going to lose. I'm haunting you because I was cursed, Cole. And you could have fixed that, but you didn't. Go. Now.
Cole placed the ring down and left the music room. At the same time, since Cole didn't reply to Lydia's messages, she came to the school's music room to find him. But instead, she saw the piano keys playing on their own. Lydia wasn't afraid at all. She picked up the ring resting on the piano and put it on her finger. Lydia explained to Bee that Cole wasn't a bad person. He was just incredibly lonely and didn't want to lose a close friend like her. Cole returned home, looked at a photo of his late father, and shed silent tears of longing. His equally sorrowful mother told him, "The dead are gone. What we must do is let go." When memory of them return, just think about the joyful times you shared. Missing someone only means that you once loved them. Hearing his mother's words, Cole decided to make things right. He contacted the auction house to ask for the buyer's information, but the auction house told him they wouldn't confirm the buyer's details or deliver the item until the next day. This meant that the ring was still at the museum. Cole rushed back to the school music room, found Bee, and told her the news. With Lydia's help, they traveled through the night to the museum in New York. Bee, using her ghostly abilities, opened every door they needed to pass through. Following the auction number, they successfully located the box containing the ring in the warehouse. When they opened the box, Bee immediately recognized it as the other half of the ring. Cole asked Bee if she was ready. Bee looked at him and nodded. Just as Cole was about to take off the ring and place it back in the box, Bee stopped him. There was one thing she had to do, or she would never get another chance. Though Bee was a ghost and couldn't physically touch people, that one kiss confirmed the love they felt for each other. Cole made his decision. He took off the ring and held it in his hand for a long time, then carefully placed it into the box. Afterward, Cole reluctantly left the museum. He returned home and opened Bee's photo album once more, but this time, new photos had miraculously appeared at the end of the album. Bee had successfully graduated from the conservatory, met the love of her life, got married, and had 2 adorable children. At the same time, Bee found herself back in the museum in 1930. She was holding the ring in her hand. This time, without hesitation, she placed the ring back where it belonged. From that moment on, her life changed. As she left the museum, she successfully avoided the speeding car.